That was an excellent match here, excellent opening match here. And we are going to be moving on into our next match quickly. It is once again on the player 1 side. It is going to be Joker against HeavyBubbles, who is rocking the brakes in here today. Instant Jump X trying to catch HeavyBubbles pressing Boomerang possibly. And it's been a while since we've seen HeavyBubbles play the brakes in here. Gets the CA. Tries to go for... tries to bait Joker into taking a grab there, but Joker not gonna fall for it. He's gonna take a huge early lead with this enhanced web. Putting HeavyBubbles into the corner, plus 16. Goes for the web, and that's all she wrote. The Libre snowball is real, and it is super duper scary here. Huge damage there. And now Joker sitting at a pretty sizable lead. But that lead could vanish extremely quickly here with the Machamp coming in. Bulking up, just trying to jockey for position here in field faces HeavyBubbles. You want to have Libre to have as little running space as possible in field phase. But Joker is going to win the phase, and that's going to give him a lot of space in the space stage. Just trying to check Joker's advances. Is able to CADC back and whiff punish the careless CA rock. Again, we're jockeying for position, but the foe somehow whiffs again, despite armoring through the entirety of Libre Hamster Cage. This time the forward chop connects, but however, Joker just immediately mashes out with the 8Y. And now the corner swap, this is pretty big, but the 2XX anti-air, very well placed by Joker. Gets a knockdown. 5YY just try to push it, HeavyBubbles slowly into the corner here. And this is a pretty huge life deficit, that character deficit that HeavyBubbles really needs to overcome. 6 seconds left on the clock. Well, if there's one way to do it, this would be it. Oh no, so, no chance for HeavyBubbles here. The Thunderclap press is going to give Joker the health lead, and it's going to place her very, very far away from where she needs to be. Oh, gets the homing, but just not enough time left on the clock here. Time, an extremely unfriendly ally to Machamp. Extremely unfavorable to Machamp. Finally, we see the God of War here. That's the third character that's gonna be rounding out HeavyBubbles' lineup today. Agility is gonna get the plus 16 once again. And HeavyBubbles just manages to swap the corner here against Joker, but immediately Joker fights out the corner, gets the knockdown. This is gonna have barely any proration on it. Gonna do so much damage. 135 HP left on the table, and in an extremely difficult matchup here for God of War. This is This is a comeback that seems extremely unlikely. However, the air Magical Leaf catches him on the knockdown. Oh, Demon Slayer! The YOLO Demon Slayer comes out from HeavyBubbles, but Joker is more than prepared for it, blocks it, and just punishes it accordingly. And well, HeavyBubbles is going to... Joker, excuse me, is going to be the one to take the first game here. Quick stuff here from both players. And we're going to be sitting here on the character select screen trying to figure things out. Just for a short while. And we're back into the action, ladies and gentlemen. We decided to see the switch up here from HeavyBubbles. She is going to go for that Gardevoir point character. Flamethrower, JY Flamethrower just to start things off. Into the pillar pressure. Ooh, very, very creative option there from HeavyBubbles. The jump X somehow makes it over the CA, and that 2X will shift Joker before he can detonate the pillar, so very well done by HeavyBubbles. Stored power unleashed, but it wasn't able to land it. But very, very good whiff punish there from Joker. Just deftly sidesteps the 4Y arrow from HeavyBubbles. And the Dark Nova is going to deal a great deal of damage here, putting her down to 106 health points. But there it is. That's a HeavyBubbles specialty here. The Wake Up Moonblast here. A little bit of shades of Enigma. But Joker is able to find the auto-corrected jump wide. Pillar trades. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright. Just slowly bullying his way and holding his ground here is Joker with the jump wise, with the flamethrower. And we do see that HeavyBubbles has decided to go for the bulky boy composition here. The Blastoise. Definitely going to pose quite a big threat here for HeavyBubbles. Burst declaration from Joker. He wants to start slowly chipping out this Blastoise. But HeavyBubbles finds the Rapid Spin. Umbreon is called. It's gonna get punished. Oh no, this might be too early. And that's extremely careless there from Joker. Extremely common and unfortunate interaction there with Shadow Mewtwo Burst and Umbreon. But HeavyBubbles is going to be able to take care of the Shadow Mewtwo without losing too much health. The bleeding is immediately stopped, and now we go to the Pikachu Libre. Just moving here is HeavyBubbles. Is going to go for the jump X, but immediately whiff punish there. Very deft by Joker, and he's going to go into the Electro Web, pinning down HeavyBubbles in the corner. But the Umbreon to fight her way out here, and now the zoning is started. The bubble just pushing him away from the bubble is HeavyBubbles. Oh, Water Pulse comes out, but no punish. No punish from Joker. He's gonna still win the phase though. No perfect block there. CA punishes the Hamster Cage. And the immediate 2X just to go underneath the bubble. Very deft challenge here as the first Water Spout comes in. YOLO 6X is gonna get punished. Or not! Joker is a little bit too slow on the gun right there. 5YY. Oh, he tried to go for a Water Spout. There might have been a misinput by HeavyBubbles. He's gonna kick Blastoise's face in right there with that. And 20 seconds left on the clock. Time is once again an issue against Libre. We're gonna see the burst just deftly jumped over by Joker. And this is a pretty hard comeback to make, barring some unforeseen mistake from Joker. That's one of them. The 4Y again to check the double team and the jump. Try to go for the slowest jump, for the slowest grab ever, but the wild charge is gonna stall the timer just barely long enough for HeavyBubbles to escape with the time. For Joker to escape with the health lead, sorry. Is this VGC? Asada asks, no, this is Pokemon Unite. Alright, we do see a very good start here from HeavyBubbles here. She's gonna be able to take Joker down to about 1 interaction territory here. CA, and Joker has managed to fight his way out of the field corner, but it's gonna eat the forward Y instead. Alright. Heading into the next round here. HeavyBubbles has been able to take this to the third character here. A marked improvement from the first set. However, she's gonna lose the first phase, and that's pretty big because that knockoff of Weavile drains a synergy gauge. 2x just to catch the back movement. And HeavyBubbles is moving very swift, very well right now. Has to be a little bit careful that she doesn't hemorrhage too much meter as the meter now. And so does Joker after that very quick Jirachi call. And both players have decided that they're gonna declare burst here. But however, this is a way scarier position for Joker to be in because just as I say that, well, Weavile is a character who's very fast but very stubby normals. So she has to walk into Machamp, and that is a very scary thing to do against a grappler. Oh, forward Y trap, let it find its mark. And this is a tough ask for HeavyBubbles. So it tries to go for the cross chop, but her burst times out and instead gets bulk up. 2x gets punished. This is a really hard comeback to make. Oh, the whiff there from Joker doesn't finish the combo, and this is a chance for HeavyBubbles back in the game. 5x tick throw into the grab. Uh-oh, 16 HP, 1 health after the wall blast. HeavyBubbles now with the lead, so Joker needs to be the one to come into HeavyBubbles right here. Umbreon just to push Joker away. And the 4Y, wow, what a robbery there from HeavyBubbles. That one missed input there from Joker after getting the 8Y, after getting the anti-air. Huge stuff there. And so we're gonna get a game 3 here between these two excellent players here, folks. Well, but Joker is a very mechanically and adept player who adapts very quickly to situations. It's gonna be a tall task for HeavyBubbles to be able to overcome this. And we are gonna be running back the Gardevoir versus Shadow Mewtwo matchup. First few wave phase win, okay, that's a pretty good start. 2YY. No punish there for Joe, he couldn't teleport or jump away in time. The option wasn't buffered. But the shield turning very red, the defensive read CA from HeavyBubbles reached the 6Y. Oh, this is gonna not quite punish. The Thunder connects, however, and Joker is gonna get a huge life lead off of this. He's gonna get the burst here, and now the pressure starts. Level 1 and level 2 ball into the pillar activation, into the synergy burst. HeavyBubbles is probably gonna be okay thanks to the scaling from the Dark Nova. Oh, just barely though. He's running Espeon though. Oh, very interesting choice there. However, the burst jump Y of Shadow Mewtwo is just simply too ridiculous for Gardevoir to handle. And this is a tough spot for HeavyBubbles to be in. It's going to go to the Blastoise. You don't really want to be playing either Blastoise or Machamp against Shadow Mewtwo here. Both very difficult matchups. HeavyBubbles is going to start eating the chip. The pillar spacing here is very good from Joker. And Blastoise is a character that really struggles to space against Pillar, I was about to say, but HeavyBubbles with a really astonishing quick recovery after losing that field phase. Things can go a lot worse for you most of the time here. So it's extremely nice to see that HeavyBubbles had the game plan mentally prepared. Neutralize and cancels the discharge, gets to the cheeky grab. Oh, just trying to bait out a button here is HeavyBubbles, but Joker doesn't really give any openings, and is able to land a huge fat punish here on HeavyBubbles. HeavyBubbles just slowly playing the clock here. 50 seconds left. Is very content to just sit back and make Joker be the one to approach. And here it is, the water spout tries to take grab into the water pulse. Oh, gets a crit confirm into the 8XX. Alright, things are going incredibly well here for HeavyBubbles. And reacts to the charged homing with the homing of her. Oh, this is extremely expertly played here by HeavyBubbles. She just needs to not eat this punish! Oh no, the CA gets dropped by Joker. And HeavyBubbles sighs definitely sighing a breath of relief right there. Chip damage, tries to grab. It was the right idea, but against the wrong blue armor. 65 HP left on the clock. She does not need to be pushing advantage here. Oh no, gets the grab, and that might be it. 37 HP. The Joker decides to burst just to secure the health lead, and he gets it just barely, just down to the matter of health. Of a few hit points and a few ticks on the clock. Alright, final character here for HeavyBubbles. The Machamp has been doing solid work for HeavyBubbles today. CA just clanks with the 2Y. We're both fighting slowly, jockeying for position in the mid stage here. Oh, really good really good high crush there with the 8Y. And now the 50-50 mix starts, gets hit, guesses wrong both times after the neutral Y. It eats a huge punish. Safe jump attempted but missed. And oh, this heavy slam doesn't connect. Somehow Libre was able to escape with a life on that one. And the jump wide to burst, no, gets blocked. It was a little bit too high for that but to happen. Oh, but that crit will probably seal the deal here for Joker. And indeed it does. Alright, Joker is gonna take the set 2-1. It was very close. It was very touch and go here, but Joker manages to finish his food and is able to pick up his next set here, 2-1. Excellent stuff there by both players. Chat, let me know how the audio is, if everything is fine and audible.